welcome back to my channel. It's your lady, Win Ari. On this channel, I entertain you with content about faith, marriage, family, and random ideas. So thank you so much for watching, and you're blessed. Kindly hit the subscribe button, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Today we're going to be talking about securing the bag. Securing the bag in the abroad, specifically in Canada. I wanted to go through just some quick information about how to actually prepare yourself for an interview. It seems like a minute topic because who doesn't know how to prepare themselves for an interview? But here, it is a whole different ballgame here. Okay, guys? Number one is your resume. When I first came here, guys, I had to Google and search how to write a resume. Obviously, I know how to write a resume. It's not hard in Canada. But here, you have to structure your resume according to the job. In my previous country, when I was doing my resume, I would just, it's the same thing. I went to school, I worked here, and that was it. No, your skills have to, not verbatim, but be in line with what they are looking for, basically. It has to say, they are looking for points, specific points on your resume for them to even call you for an interview. So this video will be about after you've done the amazing, beautiful resume, when you finally get that call for an interview, this is what you have to do. Number one, appearance is key. Yo, I have on a suit today because I wanted to show you how I would look if I was going for an interview. Appearance is key. For ladies, you need to put on that high shoes, okay? You need to put on that suit. For men, you need to put on your suit and your tie and your shoes. You have to look the part. And I mean appearance. You gotta look. I'm not saying full face of makeup. If you notice, I have a little bit of no. I don't really have makeup on my face. I have a little bit of makeup. For ladies, you don't wear too much makeup, but you wear just enough to have a nude, natural look. Nude lips. Don't put on a bright red lips. That's not cute. You're not trying to look for her husband or a man. You're trying to look presentable and professional. Okay. For the ladies, also your hair. Your hair doesn't need to be super, super, super busy. Something fun, flirty, and not too, wild in your face, right? So tame your hair a little bit for an interview, okay? For the men, a nice, fresh haircut. You need to look, again, presentable. As you walk into the interview, they're already looking at you from head to toe, assessing you to say, okay, he or she takes care of themselves. All right, you already got point one down. Next, presentation. When you come in, you say good morning, good afternoon to whoever is there, and then you shake their hand. You don't do this, so you shake their hand. You're already presenting as you're walking in. As you walk into the room, hello, my name is A, B, C, or D. You shake each interviewer's hand, and then you go and have a seat. And also, from the door, they will offer you coffee. Thank you. Thank you. I went for an interview one time, right? The person I met, oh, you see how God loves me so much. The person that ushered me in because it's an organization whereby if you don't work there, you cannot pass through the through those doors. It's only for staff, right? So I saw someone. I said, "Sir, I'm here for an interview. Can you please show me where to go to?" This man ushered me in. Hello, he greeted me. Do you want to use the washroom? I said, no, thank you. Asked me, do you want any water? I said, yeah, sure. Water is fine. He gave me water. Made me feel comfortable. When I secured that bag, when I secured that job, I found out he was the director of the organization. He was the operating director of the organization. Now, you could imagine some people will walk in and I'll be like, no, thank you. I'm looking for the manager. Or because they have a name of the interview, I'm looking for this, and they will not be polite, they will not be kind. So from the minute you walk in, you are presenting yourself. And I can promise you, after I got the job, he told me, he said yes, he said I was so polite, he was impressed. Key number 2, communication skills. Yo, you got to speak. I had to learn this because I do stutter. I stutter a little bit. Actually, I used to stutter a lot in the past, but it's getting better each day. My communication skills is getting better. I'm improving every day. That is why I started the YouTube channel, so I can know how to talk more. So it's huge, guys. You need to know how to communicate in few words. So I'm gonna give you an example. What is your name? You cannot just say, my name is Win Ari. No. They will ask you a question like, tell me about yourself. You cannot just say, I went to university, this is my 4-year degree, I have this, no. When they say, tell me about yourself, they want you to talk about you from a personal level. So example, I talk about my journey to Canada. I talk about how I came here sometimes. So sometimes, depending on the job you're applying for, right? Again, it depends. This is not going to be the rule for every interview that you have, right? But if you're applying for like social work job, nursing job, any job that has to do with human interaction, any job that has to do with social skills, communication is key. And the way you speak about yourself, the way you tell them about you, influences if you get this job or not. Okay? Number 4, social skills. What is social skills? I had an interviewer ask me, are you bondable? I had to sit down and say, what is bondable? What is bondable? It means, can clients bond with you? Can their client base bond with you as as one of their team members? So social skills, you need to know how to be relatable, be likable. Do not be like this and be stiff. No, smile, make jokes, relax a little bit. Don't be so serious. You need to crack a little bit of jokes from here and then let them laugh. Be memorable in their brain, okay? Personality. Let your personality show when you are speaking. If you notice, I speak a lot with my hand gestures, right? In an interview, you don't want to be doing all of that. However, you don't also want to do this. Yes, my name is Winnie. Yes, I went to school. Yes, I am a nurse. Okay, sir. Yes, that is like a robot. You're not relatable. You're not bondable. You're showing them that this is how I'm going to be. I'm going to be stiff on the job. So once in a while, do your hand gestures. I'm not saying like this the whole time, but let them know that you are human and you're not a robot and you can move. So be an acceptable, natural version of you, if that makes sense. Meaning that if you're like this usually, like that usually, be like, yes, I understand what you're saying. Yes. Next question, please. Be composed, comport yourself, however, be relatable, be friendly. They will ask you this question, are you a team player? This is a trick question, guys. You want to know how I answer this question every single time? Of course, I am a team player. I give examples of different settings I've worked in because they want you to be a team player. However, they also want you to work independently without supervision. So they are looking, this is actually a trick question. Whenever you're asked, are you a team player? Don't just say yes and move on. No, you need to give a story to back up what you are saying. You cannot just say yes and then boom, move on to the next question. Nope. Your interview will be over in 5 minutes. Most employers that I've found here in Canada, they want you to be a team player. They also want you to know how to take direction, but also, most importantly, they want you to be able to work independently without supervision, without being held like a baby. Okay? So that means you should be a team player. However, you should always give examples of situations whereby you had to rely on your own self, on your self-strength to solve a situation. So yes, you're a team player, and you give them 2 examples of where being a team player worked amazingly well. And also an example whereby as a person, as by yourself, you were able to solve an issue independently. And of course, you go back and say, of course, I learned all these skills because I was a team player, because I've learned from the best, you know, give them the whole spiel of that. Lastly, always leave your interviewers laughing. I have learned over the years, I have the gift of gab, I have the gift of being a comedian in an interview. What does that mean? You want to leave a lasting impression on whoever does your interview before you walk out that door. And I'm telling you guys, 90% of the time for me, it has worked. 90% of the time. Leave a joke, ask an interesting question. Always ask a question after an interview is over. Always ask a question. Always ask. And it's not a question about pay. Google, there are even some videos on YouTube on how to ask closing questions when you're doing an interview, okay? Depending on your profession, of course. But the last thing you walk out, you shake their hands, but leave them laughing. So that if they have 40 interviews that day, your name, because you left a lasting impression on them, they cannot forget about you. I'm telling you guys, I've had a couple of jobs here, okay? And I know this works. It works for me. Works for my husband. It works. Okay, guys? So these are some skills on how to secure the bag in Canada and how to go through that interview. And, you know, of course, know your stuff, be intelligent, but at the same time, don't be so uptight. You know, free yourself, relax, sit down, and I'm pretty sure you're going to email me with some testimonies of how you've secured the bag in Canada, okay? That's all, guys. Have an amazing day. Bye.